You have been convicted of a crime you did not want to commit. A crime of the highest degree. You have been exiled from your brethren and left to rot with the lowest of the low. In this place, there is no redemption. You are the base denominator of all, only to be taken from your cell in the most extreme of circumstances. You have no friends, no family. This is your prison. This is your home. This is your fate. Welcome to Dice Jail. Previously, on Live from Dice Jail, the party continued on through the underbelly of the Otari fishery, this time seeking to tackle Petra's killer fountain. They were successful and managed to find beyond it what appears to be the kobold's den. It also appears that they may have found the kobold's leader. And that is where we pick up.
You hear a voice cutting through the darkness.
Sir, you have finally made it to me. What is your name, stranger?
Petra Palmer. Nice to meet you.
It will be nice to eat you, I think.
Cool. You took this in a weird direction.
Roll
Who
initiative.
are you and why do I care?
Roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Damn. I was hoping we could have a nice friendly chat.
Are we? I said I was following her right next to Petra. At this?
Well, you didn't move yourself very fast, so I'm gonna put you right there.
All right, fair.
And Oberon's right there. So, all y'all go ahead and roll.
Assassin
Roll
of
for
Kings.
yourselves. Let's see what we got.
Oh, that's a good one.
I got an 8.
Oh no. Alright. So, at the start of this encounter, we have Jason. So I would say, Jason, you would know something's going on, but you wouldn't necessarily know how quickly it's escalated.
Did I hear like I'll eat you? Like you'll be able to eat.
Let's see. Yeah, I'd say you would have heard that.
Okay, that's a great pun, by the way. I will figure my mind as I use my stride action to. Hold on. As I use my stride action to. What am I doing? My stride action to do? To move. Yes. Let me get the measurement out, and I'll rush up here. 30 feet.
Alright.
Alright. That's 30 feet, I
You
think.
rush up. Yes, it is. You rush up there and find yourself directly next to the pit.
Oh!
Right there.
How deep is it?
You know, you're Your torch illuminates the bottom, and it appears to be around 20 feet deep.
Okay, it's not that bad. Okay. It's only 2 stories. You could just die doing that, but it's not a killable distance.
You also spot the 2 kobolds over here. With weapons
Are they
drawn.
better dressed than the rest of them?
Significantly. They are also blue, while the rest have been red.
Ooh, oh wow, okay.
These ones both have crossbows at the ready, it appears.
Okay, he's gonna take a second stride action, and he's gonna try and close the distance in that case.
Alright.
Alright, yeah, he's gonna rush up to here. Yep, that's what he's gonna do.
Alright, you rush up there. You have 1 action remaining.
I will attack this one next to me.
Alright, go ahead and roll to hit.
Roll into hit. Strike him. 19 to hit.
19 just barely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh gosh, these guys are tough. Wait, why did I get 2d6 on that precision thing?
I don't know.
I get. Wait, what did I? Why did I get? Okay, I rolled a 5 on that 1d6. So I do 5 points of damage.
Alright, 5 points
Yeah.
of damage. Alright,
Boom.
and that is the end of your turn.
Eat it.
That brings us now to the Kobold Scout, who is
Oh.
first and foremost going to sling his crossbow over his shoulder, and take out a short sword as 1 action. It's then going to swipe at you as 2nd action.
Okay.
That is a 27 to hit.
Oh fuck! Yeah, that does hit.
And your AC
Is 17.
so that crit hits you.
Wait, no, I nimble dodge, so my AC is gonna be 19.
What is nimble dodge?
It's a rogue thing where you add 2 use a reaction to get plus 2 AC on this attack.
All
I
right.
think.
All right then. In that case, that does not crit you, but it does hit you.
Yikes!
So, all right.
Creative use of abilities. There we go.
You go. All right. That is 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay, that's actually really good. I thought I was gonna get hit hard. All right.
And it is then going to attempt to stab at you with its final action. That is a 16 to hit.
16 does not hit. Oh my gosh.
All right. And that is the end of that kobold's turn, which brings us to the other kobold, who is going to take aim with his crossbow at Petra. So, Petra, that is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right then. That is 5 points of piercing damage.
Well, I don't love it, to be honest with you.
It is then going to take its 2nd action to reload its crossbow, and then it is going to move itself to right over there. And that brings us to Petra.
Cool. Let me do some quick little measuring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we're gonna start by going over here.
All right.
I'd like to. Well, can I do that? No, I can't. So I gotta huck a knife at this fellow over here by Jason.
All right. Go ahead and roll the hit.
That is 17 to hit.
17 to hit. That, unfortunately, just barely misses.
Yeah,
that
these
sounds
guys
about
are
right.
Tough.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast Guidance on Jason.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm guided.
All right. Jason now has guidance, which is a +1 bonus to 1 attack roll, perception.
Oh wait,
check,
I
saving
could do it. I just did that.
Oh.
I just gave myself guidance.
Well, in that case, we
Yeah.
can remove one
remove
of those.
one.
All right.
Thank you. Okay.
So Petra.
So
is
I
that
have
all
to
three
do
of your
that, I
actions,
think.
or
Interesting.
guidance is 1 action, so you have. Yeah, that's.
I
that's all of
moved
your
and I
actions.
threw a dagger, so I have no more
There we go.
actions.
That brings us to Oberyn, who is outside
Ah.
of the room, a little confused.
That sounds about right.
What's going on? I'm gonna make my way in.
All right.
I think.
You know, I'm scared to find out about that fellow at the end of the turn order.
This should be okay, right? I think I might need to dash to get there.
Yeah, you've moved 40 feet. So,
Okay, yep. Alright, so then with my final action, I'm going to shield.
All right. That brings us around to the kobold here, who is going to go ahead and Jason, you watch, you notice out of the darkness 3 bolts of arcane energy,
Oh fuck.
which just slam directly into your chest, automatically hitting.
I get locked on. I get a heat-seeking missile.
So, you take. Come on.
Come
Oh,
on.
jeez. You take.
Roll 20 damage. I'm dead.
You take 12 points of force
I
damage.
am dead. I'm grounded.
All right.
His laugh of delight
Jason
horrifies me.
Has gone unconscious. Petra and Oberyn, you would have seen these streaks of light. So, Jason, you are unconscious and dying 1.
Dying one.
Gosh.
I can't see where my... Okay, dying one. Thank you. I was looking for that.
And that brings us to Jason, you get your initiative moved to right before there. So that brings us to the kobold right next to Jason, who's
Oh,
going
no.
to...
Do I get to play cleric now?
going to run at Petra with his sword raised and take a swipe at her.
He seems swell.
That is a 19 to hit.
Well, that hits.
All right. Petra, you take 5 points of slashing damage.
You know, I'm just not thrilled with the outcomes.
That brings us now to the kobold's final action, which it is going to use to move over to there. And that is the end of its turn. That brings us now to the other kobold, who is going to fire its crossbow at Petra. Petra, that is a 14 to hit.
That will not hit. However, this is the most popular I've ever felt.
It is going to now reload its crossbow, and then it will... that was not the button I meant to hit. It is then going to... take aim at Oberyn.
Oh.
Oberyn, that is a... That is a nice, chunky 16 to hit.
That actually does not hit.
All right, and that is the end of that kobold's turn. Petra, you're up.
Okay. I want to go over here. For logistics' sake, where did Jason put the healing potion he just got from the chest?
On
question.
my bandolier.
All right, it is on his bandolier.
Okay, so I can, like, see it.
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to take
Along
another
with
action.
3 of them. I have 3 of them, including the one I just got, by the way. So they're all
Cool.
on my
I'm going to
chest.
take one and shove it in his mouth.
All right. So that's one action to take it, and the second to administer. So,
Well,
yeah. Jason, go ahead and roll 1d8.
1d8. Oh, shoot. Okay.
And subtract
1d8.
one healing potion from your inventory.
Yeah. Oh, I got a 6. All right.
6. All right, you regain 6 hit points, and you are no longer dying or unconscious, but you do have the wounded one condition.
All right, let me fix that. I'm not dying.
yet.
I'm not blinded, am I?
No, but you've got to take the unconscious condition off.
Oh, okay.
You are
there we go.
still prone, however.
Yeah, so I'm flat-footed.
Yes.
All right, and I am.
So that is the end of Petra's turn. That brings us now to Oberyn.
Ah, wonderful. See that guy right there?
Yeah.
Produce flame.
Oh, all right. All right. Go ahead and roll the hit.
That's a 24 to hit.
24 solidly hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
6 points of fire damage.
6 points of fire damage. All right. The kobold shrieks in pain as you just send this orb into its chest, burning through some of its armor. This kobold is mortal.
Yay. Shield.
All right. That brings us to Jason, prone on the floor.
Get up.
All right. You are no longer prone.
right.
Go ahead and take the prone condition.
That's an
off.
action, right? It's a
Yes.
Stride action? Yeah, technically.
It is an action to stand up.
All right. I'm no longer flat-footed. Okay. Fuck. Can we actually handle this thing? Is it came from this guy over there? The bolts. The magic missile.
Yes, they came from up there. Can you see that
Okay.
far?
I actually can't. I can barely see him.
Okay, I think your torch must barely illuminate the kobold up on the
Yeah.
ledge.
I'm gonna down another healing potion.
All right.
I'm gonna take 2 actions. That's 2 actions. Remove from.
It's 2 actions. One to
and
remove.
trade. Yeah.
Oh, and this also says that your guidance is expired.
Yeah, because I
It
went
is
across
because it ends at the start of the start
Yes.
of my next turn after I
Yes,
give it.
That means
Exactly.
that means that you are now immune to guidance for the next hour.
Ooh, that's good. Wait, that's not good.
No,
This is definitely not good.
So
All right, boom. All right.
especially when there's only 3 of us. Yes, it's objectively bad.
Yes, it is. All right, here we go. Let's do one more healing potion. 5. Okay, get 5 hit points.
all right, all right.
All right, boom.
So that brings us now to the kobold on the ledge, who is going to now take an action to step over here, get a better view of the room, and she is then going to whirl her staff in the air and send forth another round of magic missiles. This time only
Man.
2.
Oh.
One at Jason and one at Petra.
Okay.
So,
Is
The
this
one-
because I posted an AI buff picture of you?
no. The one at Jason is 3 damage, and the one at Petra
3 damage.
is 2.
Okay.
All
3
right.
damage. Oh, I am mortal.
That brings us now to back around to the kobolds down here. So, this one is going to take out crossbow as one action. Action 2 is going to fire crossbow at Petra. Petra, that is a 28 to hit.
Why do you even ask?
Hey, sometimes it's just important to know that it does not crit.
It does not crit because my AC is 19.
Correct. So, Petra, you take 4 points of piercing damage.
You know...
And it then uses
Sometimes.
its final action to reload its crossbow. Brings us to the other kobold, who is going to take a shot at Oberyn.
How could he?
That is a 22 to hit.
Let's see. Is this an arrow that he's firing at me, or is this a spell?
It is a crossbow bolt.
Crossbow bolt. All right. Hang on.
Catch crossbow bolt.
And I believe you still have your shield up.
I do. I'm checking if I can shield block here. Oh, hang on. I have to. Okay, yeah. So the spell still hits, and then if I would take damage, I can reduce the amount of damage up to the shield's hardness, in which case is 5. So I can take 5 damage off of whatever you give me. I
Okay.
believe.
All right. So let me roll damage for it. That is 8 points of damage. So take 5 off. And
Oh my god.
You've taken 3 damage from that, as the crossbow
Good
bolt just
Lord.
boom shatters your shield and goes straight into your shoulder.
Ah, bitch.
And it is then going to. That is action 1. It's then going to reload its
Oh,
crossbow.
One.
Oh my god.
And fire a second bolt at Oberyn.
Well. Oh boy.
That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, Oberyn, you just have time to stabilize your footing as you look up and another crossbow bolt just thunk right into your chest. That is 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that's not that bad.
And it ends its turn with an unloaded crossbow. That brings us to Petra.
Wonderful. So I'm gonna try battle medicine first on myself.
All right. So
What?
let's see. So you need to attempt a medicine check with a
Of course I do.
DC of 15, same as treat wounds.
Of course I do. All right, let's see how this goes, shall we, lads?
2.
Ha! That's an 11.
An 11, unfortunately, does not succeed.
But it doesn't injure me further, right?
11, no, that does not critically fail. So, this would then make you immune to battle medicine for an entire day. So, are you keeping this
Yep.
roll?
Yep. I know what that silence means.
That
Don't
was
give me
not
any of it.
That wasn't silence. That was me waiting for you to respond to me.
I'm sorry, I said no.
Okay.
I said yes, I'm keeping the roll.
All right. Then that is one of your actions used. You have 2 remaining.
Okay. I'm gonna take a moment, and I'm gonna whip a dagger at this fellow.
Which one?
The one closer to the pit.
All right. And what is the increment on your daggers?
Oh, fucking hell. It's 20. I hate this thing. Never mind.
Well, you still can attack. It's just a -2.
Have you ever known me to roll well enough where a -2 is not...
I don't know, man.
Alright, instead, Jason, are you a willing creature?
Yes, I am a willing creature.
Cool, we're gonna try battle medicine on you.
Oh,
All
boy.
right. Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Hey, that's a 17.
17. All right. You go ahead and roll 2d8.
Alright, let me find 2d8 first.
And this does not remove the wounded condition. That is an important note.
Yes. All right.
$12 of healing?
What?
All right,
Okay,
Jason regains 12
full.
hit points and
I'm
is now
full, baby.
immune to battle medicine for the next day.
I have 1 action remaining, right?
Yes.
Fuck it, I'm gonna chug a healing potion.
All right. It takes an action to take it off your belt.
Then I will take it off my belt and wait to chug it.
All right. Oberyn, you're up.
Oh boy. Okay. I am going to cast Mage Armor.
All right. So you get a +1. Okay. So let me put that on you.
Haha.
So let me see. What is your unarmed or your unarmored? So that's plus. So it'd be 8 + 1. So 19 would be your armor bonus. Yeah, 19. You would have an armor class of 19 currently.
Okay. Sweet.
Yes, that is what that means, because it is what makes sense according to the math of mage armor.
And then it also buffs my dex modifier. Oh, no, wait, it doesn't
that's
buff it. Never mind.
It does not buff. It does not buff your dex.
All right, sweet. And then
1 action remaining.
I can't cast my shield.
You can cast shield. Shield is 1 action.
No, if it breaks during a shield block, I can't cast it for 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. So in that case, I'll put shield immunity on you as well. There you go. So yeah, you have 1 action remaining then, and cannot use it for shield.
I'll drink a healing potion.
All right, you take an action to remove a healing potion from your belt, if it's in your belt. Yes, it is on your belt. So you take 1 action to get it off of your belt. That brings us now to Jason.
I will literally look to Petra. Are we running?
Would Petra...
I don't know.
She said no.
She said she does not know.
I said, I don't know.
Oh. Well, you know what? If we die here. Jason's
Thank you
gonna...
for that very astute observation about living and dying.
Yes. All right. You know what? Fuck it. I mean, I'm in a great mood. Jason almost died today. He's going for it. He got hyped up on battle medicine. He is literally going to what's it called? Stride forward.
All right.
Try to stride up to here, so he has
Stride
some
up to the
cover.
mortal kobold.
Yeah, and then just strike him.
All right. I should also note that this is a wall over here. It's not displaying very well.
Okay.
Because foundry lighting. But that is a wall right there.
All right. Rapier time.
All right.
This is mortal, you said?
He is mortal.
You know what? I will try and feint him. I'll feint him on this.
Okay. Go ahead and
Yeah,
roll
so
deception then.
I'll make a deception check on him. That's gonna be a 23.
23. Sorry, just a moment.
Is he deceived?
And that is against his perception DC, correct?
Yes, correct.
Then that is a success.
Yeah, I'll go for his foot
Flat-footed
first. He's like,
against
what?
his
And then go for his neck. Next one. 19 to hit.
19 does hit. Go ahead and
All
roll
right.
damage.
And he is flat-footed to me,
Yes.
so
sneak attack is included.
Sneak attack is included. All right, 1d6. That's a 5 plus. I guess the first roll for that one is a 5, so I think that's 10 total points of damage.
10 total points of damage. Oh yeah, you kill this kobold.
Oh, okay. Down him. That's all my turn. That's all my actions, right?
Use 1 action to move, and then 1 action
One
to
action
feint,
to
and then 1
feint.
action to Yeah.
There we
okay.
go.
All right, then that is your turn. And that brings us now to the kobold up on the ledge. You've now, Jason, now that you've gotten closer, you've illuminated her glimmering green scales. As she looks down at you and sends out magic missile, one at each of you.
Oh gosh.
So, Jason takes 5 points of force damage.
Oh my gosh,
Petra
straight to the chest.
takes 2 points of force damage, and Oberyn takes 3 points of force damage.
Ah!
All right. And
I'm
that
a
brings
little
us
mortal right now.
to the kobold. The remaining kobold on the ground, who is going to one action, sling the crossbow over its shoulder. Second action, and then as part of that first action, draw its short sword. Second action is to stab at Jason with said short sword. So,
All right. Oh.
Jason, that is a 25 to hit. I'm switching
25
d20s.
hits.
I'm
Okay.
switching
oh
d20s.
boy. Ah. That hurts. That hurts.
All right.
But it hits.
So, Jason, you take 1 point of piercing damage.
Ouch. Got me right. Glanced me right in
And
the
has-
right in the pits. Ow.
One action remaining, which you're just going to use to make a hurried retreat. To right up there on the stone that seems to lead up and around the side of the room up to the platform. And that is its turn. That brings us to Petra. The oh-so-mortal Petra.
I'm not so mortal, I'm just normal mortal. Alright, I'm gonna start by slamming that healing potion.
All right, go ahead and roll that healing.
Well, that could have gone better. That's fine.
What'd you get?
I got 4.
Well, it could have gone worse.
It could have gone worse, but it could have gone better.
Yeah. All right. So that is one action.
Alright. That one fellow, like, fucked off, right?
Which one?
The one made a hurried retreat. Where
Right
is that
there.
one?
Right there.
Ah. Alright, interesting.
Yeah, there's.
I
It looks like
can
there's
see.
more sort of a worn down path, like the one into this chamber, going up around the side of the room.
Why are there so many things everywhere? This is the devil. Alright, I'm gonna cast Guidance on Oberyn.
All right.
And I'm gonna go over here and pick up where my first dagger fell.
All right. So that, I believe, is all three of your actions.
Yeah.
All right. So Oberyn, you have a +1 to the next attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check, until the beginning of Petra's next turn.
Ooh. Okay.
So that only lasts for your. Basically, that only is effective right now, or if you make a saving throw before Petra's next turn.
Okay.
And it is now your turn.
All right. I'm gonna drink the potion in my hand,
All right.
which restores 5 HP.
All right. Very nice.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll that again. But then I'm going to cast Produce Flame and just lob a good old firebolt at that guy right over there.
All right. All right. All right. Go ahead and roll to hit, and remember that +1.
Good, I hope he suffers.
That's a 22.
22 which, including your guidance,
23.
makes it a 23, which does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yep. 7 points of fire damage.
7 points of fire damage. This streaks into the kobold, who is currently bloodied. All right.
That's me turn.
Indeed it is. That brings us to Jason.
All right. I will rush.
That is a ledge. That is also a ledge right there.
How far down is the ledge?
I would say that's a good. I would say that's a good 15 feet.
15 feet. That will deal me some damage if I try and jump down at her, right?
Oh no, she's up. She's up. She's above.
She's above me.
Yeah.
Like 15 feet up, or
Yes, 15 feet up.
oh shit. And this guy is close, I guess, right?
He's closer because he's on stairs.
Yeah. Jason's gonna stride action and try and get this guy then.
All right. You are now next to him.
And as I'm running, I'll literally say, "Ober, just take care of that caster," and I'm gonna try and attack this kobold. First and foremost, I will feint him.
All right.
So
Go ahead
we're
and
gonna feint
roll
it.
deception.
All right. 25.
25. Oh, that's a success.
All right, so he is flat-footed against me till the end of my next turn, and I'm going to
Indeed,
attack him
indeed.
with my final action. Oh, wait, no, that's a natural 20 to hit.
Nat 20 to hit. Oh yeah, that in fact will give you a crit card.
Oh,
So let me
roll
deal
me.
you a
Give
crit
me the
card.
Oh, we love a crit card.
To
Give me the
Yono.
card.
Random. All right. You have gotten number 43.
43.
And that was a piercing
Punctured.
attack. Punctured
a
lung.
punctured lung. No.
Target is suffocating until subjected to magical healing.
Fuck.
So
Ouch.
go ahead
Okay.
and roll doubled damage.
All right. I'll
Ooh,
enable.
after being on fire?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
ouch.
a pleasant day.
Yeah, I know. Punctured lung. Alright, that is... Oh gosh, that's definitely not 20 damage. Let me roll that. Okay, so I got 1. So I have to roll 2 dice, right? For...
No, you roll once and then double it. You also
Okay,
double
roll
your
once.
modifiers, but you don't have modifiers in this case. So
Okay, do I get sneak attack? Double sneak
yeah,
attack?
you do double your
Okay.
sneak attack as well.
Alright, yeah, I'll just roll it manually because that was a weird thing.
Yeah.
From freaking Foundry. Okay. First attack is 5, so 5 damage for the normal damage, and then second would be I rolled a 1 for sneak attack, so 5 plus 5 is 5 times 2 is 10. 1 times 2 is 2, so I guess 12 damage.
12 points of damage. Oh yeah, that is a dead kobold.
Oh.
You just stab it right in the chest, and as you pull your blade out, you can just see blood gushing out for a moment, and then you see blood sort of begin to bubble out of the kobold's mouth as it just falls over dead.
I'm not
There's
enjoying
one
this.
kobold remaining.
Yeah, I will
And that
literally
is the
say.
end of Jason's turn.
Yeah, end of my turn.
All right. That brings us to the one on the ledge, who is going to send from her hand a bolt of ice at Jason.
Oh fuck! Here it comes.
That is a. That can't be right. Hold on. Hold on. I need to make sure.
9:30
I need to make sure I'm reading this correctly.
I don't like the
Oh,
sound
yeah,
of that.
that's correct. Okay, so that
Oh,
is
fuck.
a 28 to hit.
Oh fuck! I will wait. 28. What is 19 plus 19?
I believe. I think I'm.
What?
I think I'm. Let me just
Wait,
pull
hold
a
on,
calculator
hold on.
out to make sure I'm doing this correctly. But yeah, 28.
fuck.
28 is correct.
Okay.
Your AC is 17.
Okay, my AC is 17. I will burn. Then we'll dodge to get my AC up to 19, so it doesn't crit me.
Okay.
Yeah, so it won't crit by 1. Barely.
All right.
Oh.
So, in that case, you take... I can't do that.
No, fuck off, dude.
No, I'm just making sure the modifiers are correct. I'm still learning how to read spellcaster stat blocks in this. What the hell? Okay. This is saying... Okay, yeah. So you take 7 points of cold damage.
7 points, you said?
Yes, 7 points
Oh.
of cold damage.
7 points. Alright, yikes.
Let's see, that was 2 actions.
Yeah.
So then, as its final action, it is she is going to move over here and out of view of everyone except for Oberyn, who can still see her a little bit peeking around this stone column. So
Okay.
that brings us around to Petra.
Well, damn. This woman's quite far away, isn't she?
Yes.
Okay, well... First, I'm gonna move... Where's the base of the ledge?
Basically where you just had your cursor.
Okay. Right there. I'm gonna climb up.
All right. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
I need you to know that I still have flashbacks every time you say that.
Yeah, me too. Don't worry.
Okay, that is 21.
21. Oh, yeah, that is a success. So you move up 5 of 15 feet.
This is the devil, and I hate you.
Thank you.
I would like to try and climb another 5 feet, I guess.
All right. It's 5 feet per 20 feet of your land speed. So what is your land speed? Your land speed is less than 40. So yeah,
25.
it's 5 feet. So yeah, go ahead and make another athletics check then.
I forgot this is why it was so obtuse the last time. Okay, that is a 10.
A 10? That's still a wait. No, just shy of a success. So unfortunately, you are not able to find purchase on your second attempt to climb up.
If you're listening at Paizo, this is an absurdly obtuse system, and I hate it. Thank you. Just the climbing.
So that brings
Everything
us
else,
to Oberyn.
going great.
Did somebody say athletics check?
Yeah. So Oberyn, you're up.
You said I can see a sliver of that
Yeah, you
kobold?
can see like half of her, so she has cover.
Alright, what if I move? Oh no, other way. What if I move?
Now she has significantly less cover. But you are very precariously on the edge of that pit.
Yeah, that's fine. Produce flame.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit.
10.
10. Unfortunately does not hit. Your produced flame just against the wall.
Son of a bitch. Alright, that's up.
All right. Then that brings us to Jason.
I think it's time, guys. It's time to use a hero point card.
Oh boy, what you doing?
I got a card. It says fluid motion. For the rest of your turn, you gain a climb speed and swim speed equal to half your speed. So I just did the measurements, and if you said it's 15
That's so
feet up
much
there,
better.
right?
That
means-
it's a 15-foot wall.
Yeah, I could get up to here, burn 5 feet, and then I will. And since half of my speed, half of my climb. Half of my movement can turn to a climb speed. Can I like climb up with an action?
So what's your movement speed?
My movement
30,
speed
right?
is 30. Yeah.
So you get a 15-foot climb speed. Yeah, then you
Yeah.
can just straight up whoop, 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 scale the wall.
Yeah. I scale that thing like fucking Spider-Man.
Oh
33.
yeah, Jason just pulls himself up the wall, and Petra, you just sort of sit there stunned, like, God damn it.
Took the words right out of my fucking mouth.
So Jason, you are now up, and you have spent your hero card.
All right. I got one more action. I think.
One
right.
more action. This is true.
One more action. I don't know why on my screen I'm stuck.
That's a good
There's
question.
two of
I don't
me.
know
There's-
why yours.
Why is there two of me on my screen?
There aren't on mine.
Okay, hold on.
What would you like to do?
I don't have a dagger on me, so I can't toss it. My hands are full. I'm just gonna get ready. If she runs up to me, I'll attack her. Or if she runs past me, I'll attack her within my swinging range. Yeah. But I just climb up her. I look at her. I'm like, in Draconic, I'm like, you're fucked.
She looks at you, her eyes narrow, and responds in Draconic,
We'll see about that.
as she takes her turn next.
All right.
Yeah, that was maybe not the thing to say, bro.
So
Yeah, don't worry. I'm trying to gather this right now.
she as she says this, you watch her eyes begin to glow purple. I need you to make a will save.
Okay, a will save.
Will save.
Oh, will save. All right. My name is William, and I will try and save this. 23.
23. That is a success. So you are only frightened 1.
Oh yeah, I'm only frightened 1.
Wait,
As
wait,
her
wait,
words
wait,
strike
wait.
2. Yeah?
Hold up. I have a reaction thing with that.
Oh,
It's
you do
the
indeed, yes,
ancestry thing,
yes.
the reassuring presence.
yes. And he is within 30 feet. So how do you
Yes.
calm him?
Because I'm still hanging on the goddamn wall.
Yep, by one hand because you've got your torch out still.
It's on my belt. It's always on my belt.
Okay, if you say so.
Jason, just breathe. It's gonna be okay. I'll be right there, pal. I will not be right there.
And in that case, Jason, you are no longer frightened.
Ooh. Petra's words, so encouraging.
So,
She might be an asshole, but she's an encouraging asshole.
You feel this fear take you for just a moment, and then you just feel it leave, and you watch as the kobold goes from sort of an evil grin to just a shit. And let's see. She's just gonna stand there with her staff at the ready. So that brings us around to Petra.
Where I have to try and climb the wall again.
All right, go ahead and roll athletics.
Okay. That is 23.
23. That just so happens to be a critical success. So
That's good news.
you move 10 feet up, meaning that you are now up the wall.
What wonderful news! I didn't lie to Jason. I was right there.
Yes.
Yippee!
I love not lying
There
to
you
my
go.
allies.
There's a spot. There's a spot. You are now up the
Okay.
wall,
Alright, let me...
and you have 2 actions remaining.
Alright. I'm gonna go... And I'm gonna move myself over here.
All right, you've now moved over there. And as you do,
And I would like-
she's going to whack at you with her staff.
That's impolite.
That is a 14 to hit.
That will not hit.
All right.
I would like to say that I grab it and say, that was rude. And then I try and stab her.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
Oh, God damn it, it's only a 15.
Only 15. Unfortunately, that just barely misses. As you grab her staff, that was rude. Stab at her. She just dodges right out of the way of your blade, barely.
So was that.
You started it, bitch.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That brings us now to Oberon.
Oberon's gonna look over at Petra and be like, "Damn."
Wow.
And then firebolt.
All right, go ahead.
Or produce flame.
I know what you're about. Roll to hit.
14.
14, unfortunately, just barely misses.
Son of a.
You have one action remaining.
Let me check my hero card real quick. Yeah, okay, no, never mind. Alright, my final action, I'm gonna start moving back over here.
All right, start moving back over there. And that brings us to Jason.
All right, Wall trying to finish this ASAP. He's gonna stride over. Is he next to the cliff on this point?
Yeah, you're.
he's
Well,
got-
there, so there's a
oh.
cliff right there, and there's a stone pillar right there.
And what is this down here?
That's just more
Can
walking space.
Okay, can he try tumble through this?
Sure.
This bitch. All right.
Yeah.
I never held anything against her, by the way. Now I'm just pissed because she's
Was
talking shit.
was that move part of your tumble through? Because
yeah,
tumble
it
through
was.
comes with the stride. Okay.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. All right. 11. Oh, it's not good.
11, and this is against reflex DC, correct?
Reflex. Yeah, it's not
All
gonna
right,
go.
then that unfortunately is a failure, not a critical failure, just a regular
All right, but
failure.
a failure. Then
You
I'll
attempt
just
to move through, but
Yeah.
she gets in
I
your way.
will feint her again. I'll try to feint this girl.
All right,
No.
go ahead and roll deception.
That's deception. All right. 12. Ah.
12, unfortunately, is not a success.
All right,
she sees
fine.
your false strike coming.
Fine. I'll just fucking stab her.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
25.
Okay, that does hit. Go ahead.
Does
and
she
roll
say
damage.
anything as I like mess up my dodge through and as I like try
Nah,
and
she's
like
just
feint her?
snarling at you.
Okay, alright, snarl. Alright, eat this, bitch. Alright, damage. It's just a d6 in this case. That's 2 points of piercing damage.
2 points of piercing damage. Oh yeah, that you just barely nick her leg with that, and she does not like it. However, she's still
wanna
very
eat
much up
You've
for
all
it.
seen Infinity War, right?
Yeah.
It's that moment when Thanos is like, all that for a drop of blood.
Literally. I'm like, you wanna eat Petra? Eat steel! And it's like, make a paper cut on like the side of her head.
That brings us now to the kobold, who is going to
Run, bitch. Why am I so like pissed off right now? This is like trying to hit me IRL. This is getting personal for me. What the hell?
she's going to start moving away. And then she's going to start climbing down. So let's see if she succeeds her athletics check. She does. So she has climbed down 5 feet. She makes another climb check. She climbs down 10 feet, so she is 5 feet from the ground, right above the pit, right there. That brings us around to Petra.
Okay, well, I picked up my knife, my throwy thing.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go here. That's not blocked by anything, right? That's just
Yeah, no, you're
that's looking into the pit.
yeah, you're looking down over the edge. This is edge right here, and then the darker part is the wall itself.
Cool. So I want to huck my dagger at her as she climbs down.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
'That. 'Cause 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 is a 14.
14, unfortunately, does not hit.
Because the devil is with me. Okay. Is there a large rock nearby? Perhaps?
I would say there's some decent-sized rocks. Nothing particularly huge, but, you know, maybe... I think the largest one you see is probably the size of a ping pong ball.
A ping pong ball. Well, that doesn't do me any good. How much damage would falling 15 feet take?
Falling 15 feet? Let me double check the
Because that's how far the pit is, right?
So the ledge goes down 15 feet, and then the pit right there, that pit is an additional 20 feet.
No, that she's climbing into.
She's climbing towards there's a ledge right there.
Okay.
And that is 15 feet down, yes.
Uh-huh. How much damage is that?
It is... you take... bludgeoning damage equal to half the distance you fell, so 15 divided by 2, you would take 7 points of damage.
Yeah, no, that's not worth it. So... Drat, I really don't know what to do. Actually, no, I do know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and create a diversion by hucking a ping-pong-sized rock at her head.
All right. Go ahead and roll, what is that, deception?
Yeah, let's find out.
Yes, the answer is yes, deception.
Okay. That is... 14.
14, you say?
Mm-hmm.
That is unfortunately not a success.
I'm telling you, the devil is with me.
So I believe
That's the end of my turn.
All right. That brings us to Oberyn. She is currently 5 feet above the ground, right there, 5 feet above this little ledge, which is right above this 20-foot pit.
But she's still within view, correct?
Yes, you can still see her. You can see her. This is the clearest you've seen her this whole time.
Okay. Oh boy, this is tough. I have so many spells that I could cast. I think telekinetic projectile is gonna be the funniest.
First, the new sentence right there.
All right then. Are you just picking up a rock off the floor, or are you finding something else around?
Actually, you know what? I've got a throwing knife. I'm gonna like shoot that at her.
All right. Go ahead and roll the hit.
16.
16, unfortunately, just barely misses.
Shit.
Okay. You
Are you climbing right now?
Wait, oh, you're right.
Yeah, you're
My
flat-footed when you're
apologies.
climbing.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
so
you're
in that case, that
flat-footed.
does just barely hit.
Oh!
So yeah, she is.
Imagine
flat-footed.
dodging while rock climbing.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
that does in fact hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
That's 8 points of piercing damage.
8 points of piercing damage.
No.
The blade just sticks right into her back, actually, as she's climbing down. She shrieks out in pain.
She's still up. Look at that.
I'm gonna have her make a bit of a reflex save here.
She isn't paralyzed.
Oh, she just got a nat 1 on that reflex save.
Oh!
Good, fuck her.
You send this dagger directly into her back. She clutches at it instinctively, but one hand is holding her staff, the other hand is holding, well, it was holding the wall. So now there's no hands holding anything, and she falls backwards, 5 feet onto the ledge, and then an additional 20 feet into the pit. So she takes an additional 10 points of damage from that fall.
Oh
my
no.
God.
She slams into the ground, prone.
She
in
landed
the pit.
on the knife too, didn't she?
God.
I would say she managed to turn herself around, sort of, or like, she didn't manage to turn herself around so much as she hit her legs on the little tiny ledge, and that sort of sent her spinning into the pit.
Oh.
So she barely
That sounds
managed to
pleasant.
not hit her head, and she landed right on her chest. You can hear her wheezing as the wind has been knocked out of her. Oberyn, I believe you have one action remaining.
Oh god, do I?
All you've done is a telekinetic projectile, right?
Oh, you're right.
So yeah, you've got one action remaining.
Let's see. Hang on. I need to see one of my class features.
All right. Which one are you looking at?
Okay. I gotta enter Arcane Cascade,
All right.
and then.
And it takes one action to enter Arcane Cascade.
Oh, does it?
Yes, Arcane Cascade is an action.
Ah, okay. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. Go ahead and hit that toggle on your sheet. And
Oh god, where is
in
that?
the actions tab right at the top.
That's right.
That brings us now to Jason.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
She's all the way down in the pit.
Yeah, stride action, get down to the walkway space. Oh gosh, she's 4 down. That's like over 30 feet down, right?
That is 35 feet down.
35 feet down. Fuck. I'm gonna just like... Gosh. I'm trying to see if there's any fun environmental things I can just toss down there. What's this thing here?
That is a mushroom.
Mushroom?
I will say at this point, you since you're close enough, you notice in the next room, the next room appears to be, well, a chamber. You can't really see too much of it, but there's a purple mushroom, a large purple mushroom illuminated by Petra's torch.
Okay. How many daggers do I have in my inventory? I don't have a lot left. That's the problem. Because this decides whether or not I huck a dagger down there. Oh, I got 1 dagger left in my inventory. Jason's gonna pull it out of his... Jason's gonna take an action, pull the dagger out, and use that next action, huck it down there at her.
All right, it is at a let's see, is this
-2 disadvantage.
yes, it is
It's
at a
35
minus
feet.
2.
Yes.
But since she's flat-footed, that's negated, so it's just a regular old roll.
Regular
basically.
old roll. All right. All right, let's finish this off. 13. Oh!
Unfortunately, that just barely misses her mortal form as just the dagger clatters off the ground as she sort of rolls over, trying to get the dagger out of her back.
Oh, okay. At this point, just let it happen. I'm sorry. All right, that's my turn.
Yeah, that brings us to the kobold, who is going to stand herself up first.
You hear the bones
just gonna-
breaking, echoing in the back.
She just gives up on getting the dagger out of her back. Looks up at Oberyn, fire in her eyes, sends a bolt of ice directly at him.
Oof.
Oberyn, that is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Can we?
All
You can
right.
hero point to do a.
You
To, like,
can
reroll
you can
something,
you
right?
can
Okay,
hero
okay.
point anyone's d20 roll.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
So, Oberyn, that is 5 points of cold damage.
Oh, that's fine.
All right. And that is her turn. That brings us around to Petra.
Okay. How far is Oberyn from me?
Let's see. So 45 across. We're gonna have to pull up the Pythagorean theorem calculator
Oh
again.
god, not again.
Let's see. Where did I put it? There it is. So B equals 45. A equals 35. So he is 55 feet away. 57, but I'm
Okay,
rounding
well-
down.
That does me no good. You know what? I'm gonna just try and create a diversion again, because there's not much I can do at
I
this
will also
current
say,
juncture.
at this point, since you're up there and you're not fighting anyone, you would notice there's a bedroll and a chest in the corner.
It is the middle of the battle, but maybe there's something helpful in the chest. I'll stride over.
All right. So that is one action.
I open the chest with the second action, hopefully.
Okay. So there's a chest, wooden chest on a straw pallet. The chest itself, you can see a keyhole symbolizing that it has a lock. You do not know if it is locked or not at the moment from just looking. What would you like to do?
So I try to open it.
All right. You place your hands on the side, and it is locked.
Damn that woman. Okay, God damn it. Alright, well, I can't get anywhere. Like, there's not like a path down, is there?
Right
like,
there.
I have to climb.
There were the stairs that the kobold started climbing up.
There were the stairs. I didn't realize that that was connected. My bad. Alright, I'm gonna go... Yeah, I'm gonna go over here.
All right.
Onto the stairs.
You
Just
go over there to the stairs.
see if I can slowly make my way over to anywhere where I might be useful.
All right. That brings us to Oberyn.
Ah, me. How the hell is she still alive?
Barely. That's how. Very mortal.
Yeah. You know what would be funny?
What would be funny?
Where is the knife relative to her right now?
The one. Well, there's one. The one that you threw is in her back, and the other one is on the ground, like right next to her.
Okay.
I think I know
If
where
I
you're
were
going
to say,
with this.
if I were to say, pull the knife towards me, with telekinetic projectile, like lightsaber style, right?
Yeah, you could.
Would that-
You could do that.
Would that go through her? Like,
Depends.
is there a line?
I would say yeah. I would say it's yeah. Or the one in her back, or the one on the ground.
The one on her back.
I would say I don't know. I would say you'd have to. I would say you'd have to roll to hit and find out.
I gotta do it. I gotta do this. Come on. I'm using a hero point to reroll. It's too funny.
What'd you get?
I rolled worse.
Oh!
No!
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 Is that a crit fail?
Yeah, it's well, no, it's not a crit fail. Just
Does
Wait.
anyone want to
yeah,
borrow
no,
a
just
hero point?
barely not a crit fail. Yeah, does anyone else want to use? Does Petra, do you want to use your hero point to re-roll that roll?
I mean, I already used my hero point.
I know, but Petra,
Yeah, but
Petra can
Petra,
use
we-
her
we
hero
are
point to
free.
re-roll
Okay.
it. But I'm guessing she's gonna save it.
How down is she?
How down? She's mortal.
Okay. In that case, I will allow my hero point.
All right, Colby, roll again.
Woo! You can do this.
Come on.
Come on.
16.
Oh!
16. You know what? And I'll say that since the knife is in her back, she's flat-footed, so that hits.
Oh!
Just barely hits.
That's 8 points of piercing damage.
8 points of piercing damage. How would you like to describe this finisher here?
Yes!
So, Oberon extends his hand forward, and, on the kobold side, she starts to, shake a little bit as the knife is propelled backwards, through her back and out of her chest, and back into Oberon's hand.
All right. You just watch as the anger turns to pain. And then her eyes go a little glassy and start to roll back in her head as the knife just bursts through her chest like a xenomorph.
And then Oberon is going to shake some of the blood off his blade, and he's going to go, ew.
Yeah, indeed. That is a dead kobold at the bottom of that pit. Congratulations. That is the end of that combat. And let me go ahead and double check how much XP you get from
How
that.
the fuck did we survive this shit? Like,
was
oh my god.
Crazy.
So, Petra, you get 100 XP. Oberon and Jason, you get 140.
140? Wait,
140.
140?
140.
I just wanted on record that I'll probably be level 3 before Remy hits level 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it. Damn it. Okay, quick guys, we need to find like 2 cats and 1 rat, and we gotta gotta let me slaughter them. You hear me?
So,
Remy goes on a murdering spree.
I know. We
oh,
go
don't
back, what
worry.
happened?
I have plans for Remy. Don't you worry.
Okay, I want to go down and climb down into the pit and
Alright.
search her body and take back my knife.
All right. You are able to, since you are out of combat, easily climb down. Take the time to climb down into the pit,
Swell.
and you take back your knife. And in addition to that, over the next three minutes or so, as you're down there, you find on her person, as you are directly on the token that I need. There we go. Well, she has a staff. She has an eggshell necklace. This piece appears to be significantly larger than the other ones you've seen, though. And you also find looped around her, the rope that was holding her pants up, you find an iron key.
Cool, I take all that.
All right. You take the staff and the necklace and the key?
Yep.
All right. I will put all of those in your inventory then.
Then I would like to climb out.
All right. You climb out.
Grab my hand. Reach my hand.
Did
down,
you
help
did you
her out.
also did you grab Jason's knife?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Help her up. Just because.
She's up. What now?
Now I want to go see the chest.
All
right.
right.
Do you get my knife back?
on
Can I
over.
have my knife back, Petra?
Yeah, come over here. I'll give it to you.
Okay, alright. Gosh, I'm sorry, my legs don't locomote right now.
All right. So, you are now standing before the chest.
I unlock it.
You unlock the chest with the key.
What's in the box? What's in the
Perfect
box?
fit. Inside, you find a number of items. There are 2 minor healing potions. There is a silver bracelet. There's a strange-looking map that appears to depict some unfamiliar underground space. There's no label or anything that you can find. You also find a sheathed sword, which has a dwarven face carved into the hilt. You find a very nice looking hat. And you also find what looks to be... At first you think it's just a sort of a rod of wood, but then you realize that this rod of wood is pointed at one end, not to like a stabbing point, but like to a rounded edge, and has symbols carved over it. You believe it is a wand.
Ooh.
Neato. Let's take all that and go home.
All right, are you just taking it all and putting it in your inventory? No looking at it or anything?
I'm gonna look at it when we're no longer in the creepy dark cave.
Okay, does anyone else want to take any of the things, or
I think that's all. I think Petra took all the things, right?
does Petra want to
I
let
mean, you
anyone
can
else?
take some of the things.
I'm literally like almost over encumbered right now. Like,
Does
Jason's
Oberyn
like,
want to take any of the things?
Oberyn, do you want to take the wand? It's like you're the only person who needs it. Is Oberyn here?
I'll take the silence as a no.
Okay, alright.
Sorry.
He's
I have
eating.
popcorn. I have popcorn in my mouth.
Oberyn's
Oberyn is
eating
perished
popcorn?
from popcorn.
Yeah.
Does Oberyn wish to take any of those items before Petra shoves them all in her belt? I guess because she doesn't have a bag.
Nah, we can sort that out later.
Yeah, we'll sort it out later.
Okay, so I'll drag all
Quick
those
question.
into Petra's inventory. Yes.
No, I did talk to the group once you get the inventory. I can say it. You guys want to check out the mushroom cavern back there? I'm genuinely curious.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Slightly, I'm semi-serious, like a democratic way. Like, do you guys want to continue, or do we go back and call it for a day and then come back later?
I am bloody.
I'm also actually kind of almost dead, so maybe let's you know what? How about this? We go up, we get lunch because any points is non-existent watch. What time is it, Cam?
Well, you came down here. You think, by the math that you've done, it's probably around 8:30.
We go out, we get early lunch or breakfast. Hold on, do we eat breakfast? We didn't eat breakfast because
This
Nyx
is true.
ran out. Remember? Or no, you Petra, you ran out, and then we all had to follow Nyx, right?
Technically, no one had to follow me.
No, we didn't, but we did, and we didn't eat breakfast.
Okay.
Shit, let's go eat
So
breakfast.
what I'm hearing is let's go get breakfast, see if we can get healed, and sell some of this shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it.
All right, so you're just heading back out to town.
Yeah, go back town.
Yeah, and
Alright, let's
as
do it.
physically possible, fast as physically possible through that statue room.
Through that statue room? What statue room?
Oh, the giant statue that shoots water
Oh,
at
the
people.
statue.
Oh,
The one
fuck.
that power washed the
statue.
kobolds, my guy.
Oh, fuck. Wait, we stop at the entrance
okay.
to that. We're like,
So here's. Hold on, let me roll some things as you're going back through. Oh, okay. As you're going back through, Jason and Petra. Well, let me just drag all of your tokens down here. You notice that it appears there is passage going up this way, through which you can very faintly smell a familiar smell. A familiar Julgoth smell.
Oh! Guys, Jason steps up to here. Guys, I think this might be a safer exit.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Yeah, just lead the way.
Whoa, look at that. You go through and you find the room with the dead Julgoths.
And he pukes because they've been rotting in there for a day.
All right.
Oh.
So, as you all move through the Julgath cave, that is where we're going to end tonight's session. As you move through the Julgath cave,
How
towards
the
the entrance
fuck?
of the fishery.
How the fuck did we just do it like a 3v3 and we were completely outclassed most of the time? Like, that was crazy.
Great question. So, Jason, how are you feeling?
That could have gone very bad, but it did not. And he's very happy it did not go really bad.
Fair. Oberyn, how are you feeling?
I'm also very happy it didn't go very bad. That was a combat that we didn't immediately die to.
Yeah. This is
Came
true.
fucking close, though.
And Petra, how are you feeling?
Secure in the fact that she healed Jason. That feels great. Makes me feel a lot safer in a lot of places.
There you go. All right. Then in that case, how are we all feeling as players?
Finally, we actually, like, get stuff done because we don't roll less than 8s all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colby, you're leveling up, so I'm gonna keep you for
Yeah.